previously we were discussing about the topic rescue rupee. Yeah, we have discussed about what are the factors which are affecting the rupee on the global means. Now, my point of discussion is what are the best steps we can take to save the rupee, to protect the rupee, and to increase the value of the rupee. So, what are the important factors which are involving in the development of the country and also the improving the currency value of the Indian rupee? Our important factors are political factors, government issues involved, and RBI is taking its own steps, and social reforms issues like developments, establishment of startups, increasing the number of industries, and also more Indian companies should come out. And as citizens, we need to focus upon the creative aspects. More we should be getting to more creating things. Like more new innovations should come, and the generation should be motivated. Our current generations are coming up, next generations, further generations should be motive. The motive should be like some creating new things and selling on the global market on a larger scale. So whenever this happens, the value of the Indian currency automatically increases, because there will be more export. We should be targeting such kind of things, based upon the latest technologies and upcoming technologies. Basing upon that, as we see great brains coming out from India. Like when you take the CEOs of one of the world's greatest companies, like the Microsoft CEO is Satya Nadella is an Indian actually, and Sundar Pichai is also Indian, and so many other companies, many companies CEOs are they're from India actually, or always Indo-Americans. And the people who went away from India, they have become into very good positions, and also we have many number of scientists in NASA, doctors as well. In Apple company also there are many Indians working out there. So what I'm saying is there are great brains from India actually. The brains of the Indians are very great. See, they are handling the world's best companies. It's awesome. So in the same way, we should utilize our brains in developing the country also, in bringing up the standards of the lives of the people in our country in India, and also throughout the world. It's fine. And also we need to improve the value of the Indian currency. That's very, very important. Okay, how can we improve the value? Just not by simply by small reforms. It should be like bigger changes. We should to take a big leaps. Like for a very few decades, we are like service-based industries are mainly growing up in India. There are other foreign countries are getting here and setting up their markets, setting up their industries. That's also good. But we also need to have our own companies, more number of companies where greater innovation should have come out for generation. That's how when imports increase, when exports increase, the currency value automatically is, because we are getting the inflow of the dollars into the country. So because of that, the currency value of the country automatically. So what is the major important requirement is creation of new things, the invention, creation of the new things, and that also such kind of things that which are like in the global scale they are having good if we are able to develop very good market from them, people of the world are very much interested to buy our products from our country. Indian products, Indian innovative products. If the market should increase, so this is how the rupee value is going to improve. And also nowadays I heard that buying too much of gold, necessary gold for the personal wearings, and also or else in occasional cases and functional cases, that's okay. Too much of buying gold is also becoming one of the causes for the depreciation, because it's like it's a kind of import. Okay, So necessary, it's okay, but so too much of buying, and so the imports are improving. When imports are very high when compared to the exports. Obviously, the depreciation of the rupee will be going more. Like it will give the chance of more depreciation of the Indian currency. So buying gold up to on requirements, that's also making keeping healthy, Indian rupee healthy. So these are some reasons. And also, government also should take best initiatives to bring up the smart technical talents. I mean, talents out of the people, and focus upon bring up new projects where our products can be sold all over the world. So, and also the reforms, and also citizens also need to take their own motives. So suddenly, some we are into many jobs, doing different positions, or people are into some different things. But the thing is, at least there should be uh, a transition. Create some more space or create a space, and from your job you create something new when your leisure times, and slowly take a transition from your current position to your newer positions where greater inventions and greater creations can be produced. Greater creations comes, or greater inventions can be made. And also there is another way called a transformation. Transform yourselves into the people who always focusing upon the new creative things and new inventions. And also and also having a strong government, supporting a strong and good governance also develops the country. Okay, reducing the corruption, and reducing the black money, and bringing so these kind of steps definitely improve the economic it will improve the country's economic status, as well as Indian currency, rupee value status will improve. And so on a global scale we are going to become a developed country, and also will enjoy the pleasure of rich currency value. That's going to be an awesome thing. Like wherever we go, our India is competitive for other top currencies in the world. It will be like get the things, modernize things, and equip the things for reasonable good prices, and also we'll enjoy the technology at good prices, and it helps us to make our lives standard level, make the people's standard of living to a higher level, and also we can enjoy better. Hope we all try to put ourselves in our efforts in bringing new creations, newer inventions for our country, where it can be sold all over the world and make our India great. Okay, I have created a page called as Rescue Rupee. If you are interested, you can like the page and share your opinions, and also do you also write some reviews and write blogs, and encourage people and motivate them for the development of the country, and increasing the value of the Indian currency. And wish you all the best. Jai Hind. Thank you.